By the time Seek and Destroy arrived, helicopter games were hardly a novelty. Desert Strike had already planted its flag, showing that chopper combat could be more than a noisy affair of rockets and radars. But where that game mixed tactical precision with political theatre, Seek and Destroy instead leans into spectacle, less war room, and more whirligig. Developed by Vision Software and released by Mindscape, Seek and Destroy doesn't stray too far from expectations. You're handed a helicopter, sent into hostile territory, and asked politely, or not, to blow everything up. Mission objectives do vary, with rescue some hostages here, flatten a structure there, but the loop remains consistent. Find, fire, survive. It treads familiar ground, yet the craftsmanship reveals genuine care. The visual centrepiece is, of course, the rotating world mechanic. Instead of scrolling in the traditional sense, the entire map spins around your helicopter. It's surprisingly smooth, especially on the Amiga, where such tricks were normally reserved for demo discs or coders showing off. The illusion is remarkably effective in motion, with buildings, vehicles, even shadows rotating convincingly around your aircraft. Controls are tight, whether via joystick or mouse, and the latter offers enough finesse to be worth a try. Flight feels responsive, weapons switch quickly, and your chopper hugs the screen centre like it's bolted in place. The radar, split between wide and close range, is invaluable, giving you just enough warning to react before something nasty blips into view. Speaking of nasties, there's plenty to shoot at. Enemy helicopters, gunboats, tanks, flak turrets, all eager to put holes in your fuselage. Fortunately, you're not short on firepower. Alongside your infinite chain gun, you've got guided missiles, air-to-ground rockets, napalm bombs, and even an airstrike option for when subtlety's gone out the window. You select other weapons from your arsenal by pressing the F keys. Ammunition for other weapons, however, is limited. Replenishing it often means risking a landing in enemy territory, with every turret in the postcode trying to melt you on arrival. There are 14 missions in total, tackled in sequence with no save system or level codes, a decision that does the game no favours. Trying to get my head around how to land at the end of each mission had me scratching my head for a little while, but I'll link the manual in the video description. But yeah, you need to press the cursor down key to reduce altitude when hovering over the landing pad. Voila! While each level tweaks the scenery, objectives rarely shift. The absence of a story or meaningful context doesn't help either. After a few missions, the lack of variety begins to weigh on the experience. It's functional, but flat. Still, there's something to be said for how well the basics are handled. The game moves at a brisk pace. The explosions feel satisfying, and the sampled voice lines, particularly from your Kiwi co-pilot, add personality. Radio chatter chimes in when you're low on fuel, pick up supplies, or crash entirely. It's subtle, but it works, adding a layer of immersion to an otherwise straightforward shooter. Things do perk up in two-player mode. One player pilots, the other handles the weapons. It's an unusual setup, but surprisingly effective. Clumsy at first, but oddly enjoyable once you find your rhythm. It gives the game a second wind, and feels more alive than the solo mode, which can wear thin after extended play. There's no shortage of technical polish here. The rotation, the shadow work, the voice samples, it's all well put together. Vision Software clearly knew their way around the Amiga's architecture, and Seek and Destroy had a sheen that many of its peers lacked, but polish only goes so far. Without narrative framing or evolving missions, the game struggles to maintain its momentum. In the end, Seek and Destroy is a case of strong foundations let down by repetition. It looks good, controls well, and sounds fantastic, but rarely steps outside its comfort zone. A bit more variety, a few narrative hooks, or even a save function could have elevated it considerably. As it stands, it's a technically clever shooter with flashes of brilliance. Enough to keep genre fans entertained, but not enough to lift it to classic status. Still, for those with a soft spot for rotor blades and scrolling maps, there's something endearingly solid about it. Not quite essential, but far from forgettable. Get it fired up on your Commodore Amiga and give it a whirl. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to let us know what you thought of Seek and Destroy in the comments section. As always, your continued support is massively appreciated, so hit that subscribe for more content just like this. Check out the various playlists on the channel for more Commodore titles, and maybe stick around, as there's another one coming up right now. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
Are you